Creed Aventus would make a statement piece in anyone's fragrance collection. It's been around a while, it's iconic. It's a niche fragrance that everyone recognises, and it's very expensive, costing circa £300. But what if I told you you could save yourself about £50 to £70 and buy a lesser known Creed Aventus Cologne? In this video, I'm going to tell you how these two fragrances stack up against each other. And then I'm going to tell you which one I would recommend you buying. And at the end of it, I'm going to pick a scent of the day. Will it be one of these? And let's give you a heads up, there's a plot twist. Welcome back to Mr. Season's Scent Bar for another snack size bite of fragrance content. In today's video, we're talking all things Creed, and in particular, Creed Aventus, the most duped, cloned fragrance that I can think of. I mean, there's a multitude and array of dupes out there. Some of them are excellent, some of them not so excellent. And let's be perfectly honest, if you've watched some of my other videos, I'm a firm believer that yes, there's a place for dupes, but ultimately you can't kid a kidder. The real deal always cuts the mustard. But which of these two fragrances do I recommend? Oh, and by the way, if you're new to the channel, I'm Mr. Seasons, that's my fragrance collection. Welcome to the show. Quick, bite-sized, snack-sized bites of fragrance content, just to get the taste buds going, the Nostradamus sniffing, and to have a bit of banter. So please feel free to drop a comment, consider liking, subscribing, or commenting at the end of the video. You don't need to do it now. Let's get straight into this. No messing around today. Two fragrances, two iconic fragrances. I got this first, and then subsequently, I learned about this one. Which one's the best? That's what we want to know. Let's get them on test strips and let's decipher this together. What I'm also going to do is write the fragrance on the back of the test strips so that towards the end of it, we'll do like a blind test and I can tell you which one is which, and hopefully I'll be able to tell the difference. There we go. I've written the two fragrances on the back. Let's get them sprayed on and make sure I get it the right way around. Let's go for Aventus first. It's not that clear that this is actually an EDP. It doesn't really say it on the bottle anywhere. You've just got to do your research, and I had no idea about the cologne. Maybe you guys didn't know about this, and that's why you're here. Pop it in the comments. Did you know? Right, let's get it sprayed. Let's get the OG on a test strip. 3 of each. I mean, that's probably cost about 50 quid. Unmistakable. How I like to describe Creed Aventus is it's crisp, it's it's green, it's a green, clean, grassy aroma. Crisp, green and clean, as I like to put it. Up the old Nostradamus, yeah, beautiful. Beautiful, freshy, unmistakable. Many have duped this baby. I have one in my collection, and we'll probably talk about that at some point in this video. But yeah, there's a lot of them. Mont Blanc have brought out quite a few. There's a lot of cheaper dupes out there. But yeah, it's a beautiful masculine fragrance. It's iconic. It's been around now since the Dawn Ages. It's been around a while. Let's get the other one on a test strip, the Cologne. See what that one, how that compares. I'm going to tell you at the end, 3 sprays as well. It's probably hemorrhage. I'll probably hemorrhage about 100 quid. But yeah. There's the Cologne. Let's have a sniff. Oh, subtle differences. You don't necessarily get that crispness that cuts through. That green, aromatic note. There's not as much patchouli. There's more citrus, more bergamot, more orange, and more fruity notes at the top. There is a greenness coming through, but it's definitely nowhere near as strong as the OG. Hasn't got anywhere near as much like oak moss, earthiness. Let's just get them two side by side. Yeah, very similar-esque, but there are comparables. Now, I've worn these two fragrances a multitude of times, and we're going to get on to performance in a second. The comparables are, straight off the bat, is that there's not as much depth, there's not as much darkness as you would expect with a cologne. It's just lighter, it's more uplifting, it's a gentler beast. Nothing wrong with that, to be fair. When we talk about performance, It surprised me how well the cologne performed. And you can save yourself 50 to 70 British pounds. What's that? $100 for you guys over the pond. You know, you're talking 310 pounds for 100 mils of Creed Aventus, the OG, the EDP, as opposed to around 250-ish British pounds for cologne. There's some serious saving to be had. So which one would I recommend? Well, before we get to that, I'm going to quickly do my blind test that I promised you guys. I've got the 2 test strips. I'm going to make sure I just muddle them up. You know, I'm just going to mix them all up. So I don't know which one's which. I literally haven't got a clue. I'm going to pick one up at random, have a sniff, and see if I can decipher which one it is. Okay, that's one. I'm not going to make my decision just yet. They're quite close. It's quite difficult. You can't tell straight off the bat. I think I've got it. Right, so I've got 2 here. This one seems to have more green notes in it, and it's a bit more earthy. I think so. Hang on. Yeah, this one feels a bit more citrus heavy. I'm going to put my neck out. A bit more citrus heavy, less oak moss. Yeah, less depth and darkness to it. I'm going to say that this is the cologne. Now, I'm going to let myself down if this is not right. Here we go. Yes, thank God for that. That's my phone beeping. Cologne. Hallelujah, got it right. So yeah, I can tell the difference between the cologne and the OG, which is good news. It means that my Nostradamus is getting better at the game. But which one do I recommend? Let's quickly recap the main points and then choose which one I recommend and what's going to be my scent of the day. Darker, more earthy, more green notes, crisper, not as smooth. This is smoother, more citrus heavy, not as dark, not as much green crisp notes, not as much patchouli, not as strong or deep as you would expect with a cologne, but they do share the same types of scent DNA, obviously. Performance, decent. 6 to 8 hours for a cologne is pretty darn good. That's what's reported. I would say it's more towards the 6 hours max. Whereas the OG, the EDP, you'd be sort of getting 7 to 8 hours top end. Some might say it lasts a little bit longer as a skin scent. Decent performance, not mind-blowing, and pretty good performance for a cologne. And when you're talking about 50 to 70 pounds less, what would I recommend? You know what? It's a tough one. They're both very expensive fragrances. You know, 250 quid, 310 pounds is a lot of cash. And because this has been duped so much, I would probably say if you really want a Creed in your collection, I honestly would consider cologne. It's decent. It's slightly outside the box of all the other dupes and clones out there. Yes, some might say it's a bit generic, but if you're going to have a Creed, go for something with a bit of individuality, and this has that. It has it in abundance, really, because it's just different. So yeah, my recommendation goes, if you want a Creed, go for cologne. Give it a try. Don't take it on my word, get your Nostradamuses on it, but will it be my scent of the day? And this is where there's a bit of a plot twist, because it won't be. Why? I don't know. Let me think. I'm not going to have a scent of the day. No, I'm not going to. I'm going to go bareback today, guys. Change my mind. I'm going to go for Club de Nuit Intense Man EDT. It's cheap as chips. 25 quid, there or thereabouts. It smells super close to the OG. Save you a bundle of cash. I can still sit that back on the scent bar and look rather cool. There's not much of a dent in it. Let's do it. What a strange noise that might have made. What the heck? It's like on turbo mode. Did you hear that? There we go. 4 little dashes of Club de Nuit Intense Man EDT. There's alternatives, guys. There is alternatives. Just get your Nostradamuses on them. It's worth adding as well that these are all big compliment getters. I get a lot of compliments with this. But my vote goes with the cologne when you're comparing these two. Ultimately though, there's other things out there. There you go. Bit of quick content for you. Hope you enjoyed that little video and get on out there, keep on sniffing, and until the next time, see you later. Bye-bye. Mr. Season signing out.